Hello everyone, it's Tamago, and today I am going to get rid of this bridge that I am standing on right now. Yes, I am getting rid of it because I have seen my previous island, Milk Tea. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you go check it out. But from the tour, I realized that, I kind of want to change an area on my island, and honestly, this transition area from the actual onsen to Lucky's area just felt kind of off, so I kind of wanted to just recreate it, and you've already seen from the preview, but this is a whole process. So with that, let's just start building. Of course, before that, we're going to see what's going on in the plaza, which is Dobie and Audie running around with sticks, and Marshall's singing. Raymond is just reading a book on bugs, and yeah, it's just a lot of chaos here, and I'm really enjoying how Audie and Dobie are just like having the time of their lives. But let's get back to the build. So one of the first steps is to get rid of that bridge, and we're gonna do that by asking Tom Nook. And again, they're still doing the same things, just having fun. Marshall's just in his own world, so is Raymond. I just love how comfortable they seem to be, like on the island, And I don't know, it's just comforting to me how happy they seem. Even if it's been like a few weeks or like a week for Audie, and then everyone else has been here for like a really long time. So before I build, I kind of just want to do like a little walkthrough and see what I have to pick up. So this is going to be the before. We're going to get rid of the ping pong table, unfortunately. Although I think I will put it back sometime later. So I have to dig out all the flowers, all the bushes, all the trees, and probably some of the stuff on top as well, because I want to redirect where the water is. Again, I really don't know what I'm going to do with this area initially, like I have no idea, but we're just gonna do some trial and error. I'm going to try and keep all the areas, like the second lounge area, and keep where Lucky's like little camp area is as well. And Lolly will also be joining us today as she walks through the camera. And so yeah, everything is going to be like mainly time-lapse. I'm not really going to make it like too long of a video because it will end up being an hour. And although I know people don't mind having like a really long video, I mind because it takes up a lot of storage, and I'm trying not to use too much of my SSD. But if you would like a longer video with some commentary here and there while building, let me know. I'd be happy to make a video of that. I would just have to adjust my storage settings and all that jazz. Okay, so here I am getting rid of all the flowers and the bamboo tree on this second tier because I want to redirect the river. So there's going to be some water terraforming. So this is what it looks like when everything is taken away. Lolly is just enjoying herself and looking at the flowers while I'm trying to do this. But yeah, I got rid of a lot of stuff on this side and it looks really, really different. So hopefully when the bridge is gotten rid of, then we can do something about it. Oh, and the reason why I'm standing here is because I want to move the stairs over to that spot, because then you'll have like a straight path towards the actual onsen, so things would be much easier, and I think the layout would be a little bit easier on me if I'm trying to figure out like putting in a diagonal bridge instead of a bridge that goes straight. Okay, I time traveled to the next day, and I kid you not, Audie and Lolly were doing the same dance, but when Audie saw me, she stopped dancing the same, so there's that, but they're workout buddies. That's so cute. Okay, so the next step is to get rid of the stairs. Like I said like a couple seconds ago, I want to move the stairs, so we're just going to have to get rid of it. I won't put it in until like maybe the way end or like after I put in the bridge and I set up everything else, because that way it'd be much easier on me. And so yeah. Oh, and here's what the map looks like right now. As you can see, like behind the main bridge, there's an empty space, so we're gonna go fill that up. So this is the area with no bridge. I already covered where the bridge originally was with actual land, so I'm just trying to focus on getting rid of these fossils and the rocks so I can just have a clear path, or like just a clearer canvas to work with. Also, while laying down this path, I wasn't really sure how long it would need to be, especially since I was going to try and put in a diagonal bridge, but the diagonal bridge needs enough room on both sides, and I just didn't know if it was going to work out, especially with putting on the heart pathing, like the one big heart to just cover the area of the diagonal bridge. So this is some trial and error. Just sometimes I think maybe I'm like magic. I don't know, not to hype myself up too much, but I feel like I was kind of like magic when I was building this, because I definitely knew where I wanted to put the bridge, and I knew how much room it needed, and it was even enough room to put an actual heart path on both sides. So I don't know, I think it just worked out for me. Maybe it's from like years, just a couple years of Animal Crossing New Horizons intuition maybe. But you can see here I am going to terraform some of the river so it can like attach on both sides. So there will be two mouths and it will kind of circle around this mountain, the second tier basically. And I'm trying to incorporate more plants and get rid of the flowers that are filling up my pockets. So this is when the big terraforming kind of stuff comes in, especially water terraforming. It can be tough sometimes, especially when you're trying to make specific curves or like just specific things with water terraforming, and it can get frustrating sometimes. I did actually have fun with this terraforming. I think I was really inspired by my old island, so I just wanted to incorporate more water features and somewhat complicated water terraforming. And over here I am laying out the bridge, just the width and how big I wanted it to be, especially since diagonal bridges require a little bit more attention, I guess, or like thinking for me when it comes to actually making the diagonal bridge, but it does come out looking really, really nice. So, I mean, it's a win, but sometimes it can be frustrating. Raymond is singing to Marshall and Dobie, and it's the cutest thing ever. And I finally got the bridge to be installed. I forgot to record myself actually like visualizing because I was so busy like putting into my mind, yeah, you need to build this, so I forgot to press record, but hopefully it comes out well. But while we're waiting, I'm going to put down the new path and get rid of some of the items over here. It's the next day and the bridge is here. It looks great, looks amazing. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And I think the terraforming, I did a pretty good job. And as I said like earlier, the hearts, I don't know how, but I made it like work with the straight path and the other straight path. It was just surprising. And here I am going to do this maybe twice. Again, I said water terraforming is frustrating. You don't intend to actually put water where you need to sometimes, or you kind of get rid of the water where you're trying to not do that. So yeah, water terraforming is so much fun. I forgot how fun it is. And so yeah, the main river for the middle of the island will stop there. I won't extend it since, I don't know, it would kind of look weird if I extended it again. So there we go. And then I'm putting up these vertical board fences on the edge and grabbing a lot of blossom lanterns. I think I grabbed like maybe 4. Yeah, I did grab that many because I wanted to put them at the edge here and on both sides of the river. And so then I kind of put in my mind, oh, maybe I should put a pine tree here somewhere, incorporate some of the trees and flowers so I can get rid of them from my pockets because my pockets started to fill up. So yeah, I just put in just pine trees, flowers, fences, just a lot of stuff into the area just to fill it up, because some of these are like little awkward areas, especially between where the bridge is and the lounge area that I intended to put in. So it was just a little bit of trial and error and all that stuff. And here I'm starting to work on the lounge, and I was thinking of using some of the storefronts because that would be like cool to have, and then using some of the custom codes which will be in my description box below. Like just using these to incorporate into the island, I felt like I didn't really need like maybe just one area to have these like little stone gravel patterns. I wanted this place to have it too. And I knew that I wanted to have drinking machines, so I definitely was going to put that there, and also getting rid of the flowers. I can't believe I've just planted so many flowers on my island that I just end up either getting rid of them or keeping them. But yeah, it's just a lot to put in my pockets. And what's really useful is this sidewalk pattern that I like using a lot around the island. And then, oh, here I do change my mind afterwards because the fence kind of blocked what I wanted to put, especially with the bistro table and everything. I wanted it to be like opposite ends, but also one is a little bit closer to the entrance than the other. So I eventually get rid of that, but I'm just checking to see how it looks. And I may update this area later on, but I think when I finish with it, this will be like the semi-final. And hopefully I do update it before I upload the dream address. Again, you can see me doing a lot of trial and error in this. I feel like sometimes, even though I want this to be my forever island, there's so many things that I could change within, a day. So yeah. And then, yeah, this is the final build of the lounge. I think it looks pretty okay. I might put some chairs in later, after this video is done. But so far I think it's good, and it incorporates some of the original furniture from the lounge before, although the crane games are gone, and I will try to find a way to incorporate them. You've probably already seen it from the preview, but I do incorporate them again. And yeah, so I blocked off Lucky's home because he already technically has an entrance to his house, and it's through where the temple is, by the cemetery, etc. So I was thinking, because I went back to my old island, maybe I should put a parking lot here again, because this is one of the ways to actually separate Lucky's house and his area from the actual resort, because as I said in my previous video, his area is separate from the actual hot springs resort. His is more of a separate entity, but also part of the town. So I was like, maybe I should put in a parking lot. So we're gonna have a second parking lot, and we could probably visualize that maybe some of the people coming from the secret docks like park here. I don't know how they get their car through, but we can just imagine that they're phasing through the mountain. That's what it is. That's how they get there. So I wasn't really sure how to fill in that area by the bridge, but I eventually think maybe I could put in something that is, okay for what's next to a parking lot. Like, I could put in boxes, I could put a snack machine or something like that. So I do eventually incorporate it, and you will see me work on that. Although actually I think I forgot to record that part, but you'll see it. Okay, it is finally the day for us to look at the actual final build, but before that, we're going to put on a new outfit. This is the final build, and we're gonna go walk around first and down the stairs to the completed lounge, which I will update, of course, but so far I'm pretty proud of what I did with it. It's very wide, it's very nice. I might take out the bistro tables, not sure yet, but again, it's always going to be a work in progress. And so let's go around the bridge and we're going to go and see what I did with this other side. I did incorporate the crane game, and I updated Lucky's area, added some party lights, wheat field, and I think the terraforming looks really, really good here. I love what I did with the water, and I think it's like a really nice and peaceful way to, like, you know, have a little camp, like a little camp getaway or something like that. And then of course the parked cars, the truck is for Lucky. That is Lucky's truck. We're gonna just say that that's how he also delivers some stuff. And yeah, another angle. It's just like super peaceful. And getting this shot was so difficult because I had to walk around. But I do think it's a beautiful shot of me just walking around from different angles. It just looks so funny to me. Look at, I'm just walking in the same direction just 3 times. But yeah, that was my whole build of me destroying a bridge and an incline. So I really hope you enjoyed it. It took me only, I think, a couple hours to do. But if you've watched until the end, I really appreciate it. And I want to say thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!